Have you ever done something and told yourself, just this once? Then there was a second time, a third. Then one day you looked back and realized how far you'd walked, how far from the person you used to be. What really destroys people is rarely one big mistake. It's the quiet accumulation, one "it's fine, just this once" after another. Odysseus's crew went down that road, one step at a time. And Odysseus could only stand there, watching. On the way home, the ship hit a storm. It pushed them to an island near Sicily, a place called Thrinacia. Before they landed, Odysseus warned every man, "On that island, there is cattle sacred to the sun god Helios. No one touches them, no one." The crew agreed. At first, everything held. They waited on the island for the wind to change. One day, 1 week, 1 month. The wind didn't come. The food ran out. They fished, they hunted, but the island gave them less and less. Hungry, exhausted, slowly losing hope. Odysseus had gone away to pray. Then someone turned and looked at the cattle. Those well-fed animals grazing quietly in the sun. One man said, "Better to die at sea than starve here. Let's kill one, eat. Then when we reach the water again, we'll ask the sun god for forgiveness." When Odysseus came back, the cattle were already dead. Let me say something important here. Those men, they had fought 10 years at Troy, drifted across open water, lost friends again and again, survived places they had no right to survive. They weren't bad people, but in that moment they were starving. There was food in front of them, and that food was right there. Psychology has a name for what happened: ego depletion. Researchers found that self-control isn't infinite. It's more like a battery. You spend the whole day resisting, suppressing, deciding, doing things you don't want to do. By the end, the charge is almost gone. That's when you're most likely to make decisions you normally wouldn't. Most likely to drink when you said you wouldn't. Most likely to say the thing you told yourself to keep back. Most likely to reach for the phone at midnight and lose 2 hours you won't get back. Those men's batteries had been empty for a long time. They were too tired, too hungry, too far gone into despair. In that state, don't touch the sun god's cattle. That rule had become lighter and lighter inside them. And those animals, heavier and heavier. When people are exhausted, they make their worst decisions, not because they've become bad, but because whatever was holding them together had run out. Now I want you to notice something, the words of the man who went first. "Better to die at sea than starve here. Let's kill one. Then we'll ask for forgiveness afterward." Notice the structure of that. He didn't say, "Let's do something wrong." He said, "Let's do it now and make it right later." Have you used that logic? I'll eat this today, start over tomorrow. I'll skip today, make it up later. I'll handle this the wrong way now, fix it when there's time. That logic isn't inherently evil. In emergencies, it has its place. But there's one problem. Later very often never comes. The crew killed the cattle, they ate. Did they make it right with the sun god? Helios didn't accept it. When they put to sea again, he went to Zeus. Zeus sent his lightning down, shattered the ship. Every single member of the crew sank into the sea. Only Odysseus survived, clinging to a plank of wood. Picture this: Odysseus watching, one by one, the men who had followed him, men who had fought beside him, drifted beside him, men who had survived things together that no one should survive, sinking. There was nothing he could do, because the choice had already been made, and that kind of choice can't be taken back. Sometimes the most devastating moment isn't walking toward your own ruin. It's watching someone you care about, walking step by step toward an ending you can already see, and not being able to stop them, not being heard. Odysseus had warned them, but warning didn't help. There are moments when someone can't take in what you're saying, not because they don't trust you, but because the state they're in only lets them see what's right in front of them, and the ears have already closed. Have you ever let a line slip, one you swore you'd hold? Maybe something you committed to doing every day, and then one day didn't, then the next day didn't, then just didn't anymore. Maybe a place you said you'd never go back to, just once to see, and then the line was gone. Maybe a relationship, a habit, something you knew clearly you shouldn't touch. It didn't collapse in one day. It disappeared inside 100 just this once moments, quietly, almost without being noticed. Psychology has a concept for this: collective hopelessness. When a group of people fall into a shared feeling of there's no way out, that feeling degrades everyone's judgment together. Because despair makes the future stop mattering. Things are already this bad. What does it matter what comes next? Those men were living inside that despair. So we'll apologize to the sun god afterward sounded like a plan. But it was really just a reason to do what they were already going to do. What truly destroys people is almost always that sentence: it's fine, just this once. Those men had one thing in common. They forgot where they were going. Not all at once. It happened slowly, in one exhausted day after another, until the original direction had faded out completely. From "I want to get home" to "I just need to get through today." When all a person can think is survive today, that cattle becomes more important than anything. And every earlier warning becomes almost weightless. Some people never make it home, not because something blocked the road, but because somewhere on that long journey, they slowly forgot who they were when they started. I want to ask you, is there a line in your life right now that you know you shouldn't have crossed, but you already have? I'm not asking you to punish yourself. I'm asking, can you still find that line? Because if you can find it, there's still a way back. When everyone around Odysseus moved toward ruin, he wasn't there. Not because he wasn't hungry, not because he was better than them, but because he remembered. He remembered where he was going. He remembered where the line was. That remembering saved him. Because the world is never quite what you think it is. Wu Talk's world. Until next time, full script.